Hi, class. All right, so today we are working with T1, and this skill is to describe the difference between related words. All right, so related words, words that kind of have the same meanings, but not really. They're related. It's like you and your grandmother. You're related, but you're not exactly the same person, nor do you have the same experiences or capabilities. Like I always do for these screencasts, you'll see that I have two screens. My notes, which are essential for me to know what's going on, and my IXL screen as I'll be working on. So let's go ahead and read what the question is. Which word refers to how much something can hold? Something can hold. All right. So that is my question. That's really what I'm looking for is how much can something hold? So I have two words. Capacity and amount. Now, both of these words are talking about something, the amount of something, or something to do with an amount. But I'm looking for how much something can hold. So I'm looking for how much something can hold. Now, an amount I know is what? It's a certain measurement of anything, really. So I could have one pair. One pair is an amount. I know that a half a cup is an amount. But these don't really tell me about how much something can hold. These are just different measurements of different things. So they're just measurements. An amount is like a measurement. But capacity, now I know that capacity is kind of like capable. Capable is like a synonym. Capable. Whoa, Mr. Johnson spelled that all sorts of wrong. Capable. So capable of doing capacity is like capable. So like how much, or we would say, what is the jar capable of holding? And capable is a lot like capacity. So capacity equals like, what is it? How much is it capable of holding? Which answers our question, how much can something hold? Remember, in this example, these words are going to mean about the same thing. Amount and capacity. You know, amount is just part of capacity. How, what certain amount can go into capacity. So, after dissecting it like we did, looking at both our options, I'm going to go with capacity. Yay for us. All right, so I'm going to erase. I'm going to erase my notes so we can start over. All right, we're going to do the next problem the same way. Which word shows a lack of faith in someone? So, lack of faith in someone. The lack of faith in someone. So this is what my question is asking me. The lack of faith. And I have two words. dislike. Then I have distrust. So to find out which one has the meaning I'm looking for, since they both start with dis, which is not, we know from our root word practice that dis equals not. Let's look. So first, to dislike, do not like something. Mr. Johnson dislikes cooked carrots, which is true. I do not like them at all. So Mr. Johnson dislikes cooked carrots. That means I don't like something. Now, distrust means not, right? So to not trust. So just like distrust means to not trust. If we'll use it in a sentence just to help. If you lie a lot, people may distrust what you say. So the two words I was given by IXL are dislike and distrust. So after breaking them down, I'm going to look at these and say which one of these answers the question I'm being asked. Lack of faith in someone. Well, dislike means I just don't like you. But faith, I know faith takes a lot of trust. So to distrust. So I'm going to, after reading my notes, I am going to pick distrust. Distrust shows someone shows a lack of faith in someone. We'll hit submit. Boom. Awesome. All right, we will do one more just to make sure that you guys have conquered this skill. All right, so let's look at our last question we're going to do together. It asks me, which word is more general? So which word is more general? Another way of saying that is which word is more vague? Because vague, we talked about vague meaning a lot in English class this year. If your answer is vague, which means it also means very broad, covering a very wide range of things. So that's what it's asking me. And IXL gave me two words. Communication. Whoops, does it like my bagel? Communication. And it gave me conversation. It's communication and conversation. Now, to answer this question, I always like to break down the words because they're related. Because one is always a part of the other. So a conversation, we'll start with that. A conversation is a message going back and forth between two So you have a conversation. Now this can be done many ways. Speaking is a popular way of having a conversation. But then, so that's conversation. So conversation is the message going back and forth between two people. Or I should say, or a group, like a group text. But that's now communication. Let's think about communication. What are communication can be a lot of different things. Communications can be, it could be hand gestures, texts, emails, phone calls. So communication can be all these different things. Now, it wants to know which one is more broad between these two. So, which one is more broad? Well, conversation is me talking to you and I having a talk. That's a conversation. Now, communication can be all these different things. So, we're definitely going to go with communication as more general. We'll select communication. There you go. You will use you'll use my notes and the way I did this and my example to kill this skill. I know you guys are going to do great. Just make sure you read the question and then define each word before you select an answer.